Hi YouTubers, it's Evan X Video Ross. We've been on a very special video. So welcome guys to the very special video I've been planning for the last couple weeks, couple months. It is going to be 11 years since I started smoking. Let's jump right into it. So this is a video for you guys on YouTube, Cigar Gang, Facebook, not Twitter, Twatter. Anyway, so let's jump right into it. So this is the template I have right here. This is a Microsoft Word template or OpenOffice template. I already turned on the camera. I said hi. I'm going to explain how the video is going to work for people who are familiar with my videos, who have watched my videos before. I read off the Word template. I don't give eye contact, and don't think I'm being a dick by not giving eye contact, so don't think I'm being rude by not giving eye contact, because I'm looking down on the template. Some people think it's rude when people don't give eye contact, but I'm looking down the template. Anyway. So I'll be discussing now this video is celebrating my 29th birthday. I am 29 years old today, and also the anniversary of me starting smoking. So smoking mainly cigars and pipes. Anyway, so today is my birthday. I'm 29 years old, and it has been exactly 11 years since I started smoking cigars and pipes and using tobacco products. Anyway, let's jump right into the video. So what I have smoked or used in the last 11 years for tobacco or tobacco products. I have used cigarettes, cigarillos, tobacco blunts, cigars, little cigars, pipes, tobacco pipes, hookah, nasal snuff, and e-cigarettes. Now, all this stuff is tobacco. I don't smoke pot. I don't use any kind of recreational drugs. I do drink alcohol in moderation, and I also drink coffee, but I don't use any kind of like recreational illegal drugs. So bottom line is, this is all tobacco. Anyway, so cigarettes, cigarillos, pipes, cigars, hookah, nasal snuff, e-cigarettes. A lot of shit. So, a lot of shit I've used in the last 11 years. I want to explain now, I don't chain smoke and I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. So, number one, I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Cigarettes are freaking nasty. For a better word, they're fucking nasty. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I also don't chain smoke. So, yes, I have tried a lot of tobacco products like cigarettes, cigarillos, tobacco blunts, cigars, that kind of shit, but I don't actually like sit there and chain smoke all day long. I have experimented and tried a lot of tobacco products, but I don't just sit there and just puff all day long. Next thing is why I don't chain smoke. Number one, because it's extremely unhealthy. I know people who chain smoke and it really affects their health, and also because it takes all the fun out of the hobby. So, and I am predominantly a pipe and cigar smoker, and it takes all the fun out of the hobby. So I quit cigarettes regularly almost 10 and a half years ago. So I quit cigarettes regularly almost 10 and a half years ago, and I stopped smoking cigarettes regularly in November 2009, and then altogether in May of 2010. So it's been almost 10 and a half years since I stopped smoking cigarettes. Now I want to discuss, explain when and why I quit smoking cigarettes. So the reason I quit smoking cigarettes, and I was never a heavy cigarette smoker. People might get the impression that, oh, you're like somebody who was like a pack-a-day smoker, like a pack and a half a day smoker, going every morning to get their cigarette and their cup of coffee. No, that was not me at all. So I was somebody who would sit on my parents' deck and like yes, I was of legal age. I was 18 years old or older. I would smoke like one or two cigarettes. I wouldn't even inhale. I wouldn't even like draw the smoke into my lungs. I would just puff them, and it was something stupid I did when I was 18 years old. I mean, you do a lot of stupid shit when you're 18 years old. I'm not sure why the hell I did it, It's just, I just wanted to try cigarettes, so I tried them for 6 months, and, I would just sit on my parents' deck and, just puff a couple of cigarettes and just put them out. I would buy more cigarettes than I would actually smoke. I would just more throw away my cigarettes. I think I just threw away so many cigarettes. So I was not like this heavy, 2-3 pack-a-day smoker sitting constantly smoking, Like, I know somebody like that, and it's really sad. So anyway, so yeah, I quit cigarettes regularly in November 2009. I quit them altogether in May of 2010, with a few exceptions here and there. And by few exceptions, I mean like I would have like a puff off a cigarette, or like have like half a cigarette, and then I quit. When was the last time I had a cigarette? Was June of 2013. So in June of 2013, I had my last cigarette when I was 22 years old. It was a Marlboro Gold or Marlboro Light, and that was my last cigarette. And I've been cigarette free now for going on 7 years, and I don't miss cigarettes. Cigarettes are fucking nasty. What I have never used for tobacco products or nicotine products, I have never used chewing tobacco, dipping tobacco, snus, snus, American or Swedish, never used dissolvables, never used patches or gum or any kind of quit smoking aids. So I have never used chew, dip, chaw, snus, snus, never used any kind of oral smokeless tobacco products. I did try powder dry snuff used orally once, but I have never done like the old fashioned chewing tobacco, like Red Man or like Levi Garrett, or like never did like Skoal or like Copenhagen or Timberwolf, all that kind of shit. So anyway, I personally think chewing tobacco is disgusting. I've also never tried dissolvables, never tried snus, never tried patches or gum or any kind of quit smoking aids. I have no interest in quitting smoking. I'll get into that a little bit later. I have no interest in quitting smoking. Never tried the patch, never tried the gum, never tried the inhaler or the lozenge. So next thing, my favorite tobacco products. My favorite tobacco products by far in the last 7 years, 8 years, 9 years is the cigars and the pipes. The tobacco cigars, the tobacco pipes. Handmade cigars, don't be a smartass, doesn't mean actually make my own cigars, and actually premium pipe tobacco that's put in the bowl of a pipe, not rolling tobacco for the last damn time. So Sutliff, Dunhill, Davidoff, that kind of pipe tobacco, or for cigars, Punch, Arturo Fuente, La Gloria Cubana, not the crap you get at the gas station like Swisher Sweets, those are my favorite tobacco products. Favorite type of pipes, briar and corncob. So by far, I'd say probably predominantly. I haven't smoked corncob in a very long time, so I'd say predominantly briar, which is the most common type of pipe wood. Just briar, yeah. So briar wood is my favorite type of pipes. Favorite type of cigars, I would say Churchill, Toro, Robusto. I'm not very picky with cigars. I mean, some people are really, really picky with cigars. I'm not picky. I mean, I like pretty much any kind of cigars. I don't like the giant, like donkey dick sized cigars. They have a huge ring gauge. They're looks like a giant sausage. Looks like a freaking donkey dick. No interest in those cigars. Those cigars suck. No offense to people who smoke them. And I don't like cigars with a tiny ring gauge like a Lancero because it's very hard to get a draw off them. But aside from that, aside from very small cigars, very big cigars, I'm not very picky with cigars, so I'm not a cigar snob. What I have tried for pipe tobacco, I've tried a hell of a lot of pipe tobaccos. Aromatic, English, Balkan, Virginia, Vapor, Burley, English aromatics, etc., 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 etc. I have tried a hell of a lot of pipe tobaccos. Pretty much every blend you can imagine. I've tried aromatics, flavored, non-flavored, all that kind of shit. So I want to make a point that I've tried a hell of a lot of pipe tobaccos. I mean, you've seen the reviews. I mean, for the last over 10 years. I mean, I've tried a hell of a lot of pipe tobaccos. How many pipe tobaccos have I tried? I have pretty much the exact number. I'm not sure if it's the exact number, but I believe it's 320. So in the last several months, a year or so, I have tried a lot of pipe tobaccos. So I have tried like 50 new pipe tobaccos, 50, not 15. So I have tried now 320 pipe tobaccos. Down to the first page. Okay, so next thing. My favorite type of pipe tobacco is right now. So my favorite type of pipe tobacco right now is, I'm not picky again. So I'll smoke aromatic if I have it. I'll smoke English. I'll smoke Balkan or Virginia, I'll smoke anything. So I'm really not that picky. If I had to have my preference, I would say something heavier, richer, fuller bodied. But again, that's with cigars also. I'm very into the more heavier, deeper, full strength, full bodied. But again, I'm not picky. I'm not somebody who's like a pipe snob or like a cigar snob and is a real asshole. So anyway. What I have tried for cigars, Maduro, Nashua, Oscuro, Connecticut, a lot of cigars. I've tried a hell of a lot of cigars. So I'm not a cigar snob. I have tried a lot of different types of cigars. I never really tried barber pole cigars. Excuse me. But yeah, so I've tried a lot of cigars. I mean, I'm not a cigar snob, and I've tried a lot of different types of cigars. I want to make a point that I've tried a hell of a lot of cigars. So yeah, I've tried a decent amount of cigars. I'm not a a super cigar reviewer like Brian Glenn, that kind of shit, Not somebody who's reviewing like 3 cigars a week, getting all kinds of shipments and that kind of shit, No, I'm somebody who typically, I'm somebody who will smoke a cigar here and there. So I actually smoke predominantly pipes nowadays as opposed to cigars. Next thing, how many different types of cigars have I tried roughly? I don't know the exact number because I really have lost count. I mean, if I had to take a wild guess, a wild goose chase guess, I would say probably somewhere around 200 or 300, but that's just my guess. I mean, I can't, there's no way I'll know because I threw out all my old cigar bands. I'm not going to count all of them, go through the trash, so you get the point. So, okay, we are actually done with part 1 of the video, so next part we'll be talking about health effects. So, Big Ass Cigar for Life, see you in part 2. Bye.